Man, what happened to YouTuber, man? Of all people who can drive recklessly and upload to internet, I thought that was Jet Doherty BS. But this time around, Marque Brownlee? Hello there, how's it? Ame Gakita des. So obviously today in random chat we are going to talk about the huge YouTuber Marque Brownlee, who is, in case anyone who are not aware of, is a very well-known YouTuber or a tech reviewer who tend to talk about tech product, tech electronic, all these things, and always tend to hold those company in high standard, and any slip out he will call them out. So this time around, he's the one who is in the slip out. So what actually happened was that he basically drive in a school zone road at around that there was kind of like having a limit of 35 miles per hour, and he drove at a freaking 91 mile to 96 mile per hour, which is mean that he's tripled over, like he tripled amount the safety limit, and it's just calling for an accident to happen. So it is considered a very dangerous thing to do, especially when anyone who know very well is that if you drive in the school zone, you won't know sometimes when a young kid out of nowhere may run into the road and get hit by the car along the line. So in a way, it is considered a very dangerous thing to be considered, as well as that he freaking drove in a way he just kind of like speed on the road without even thinking of safety for other people. So the reason why a lot of people now start calling him out, and in a way he is aware of it, which he apologized for it, but we'll talk about that in a while. The issue is that I have with him is that the way he apologized, as well as that he trying to like justify that it was because that he did the whole thing as a sponsored video. The thing is, right, just because it is technically a sponsor or a feature or whatever, basically he's getting paid to do this kind of thing, it's like, why would, like, are you going all the way to think of money? I mean, like, sure, if they are using money to bring in more work, to bring in, like, to pay his other people to do the video editing, all this thing, then I think I can understand that. But it still kind of like doesn't justify the moment where you can just basically drive dangerously on a school zone road. Like, anyone who knows very well is that on school zone road, a lot of children are not aware of safety like the road safety things, and often more than not, I have seen cases personally with children getting hit by incoming car who is speed running for some reason. So the thing is, right, when you kind of like drove in a freaking school zone, you have to like slow down. Even if anything else, even if they say the speed limit is 35 miles per hour or 40 or 50 kilometers per hour, you don't drive over there. Even like drive slowly for goodness sake, because you won't know young kids. It's like you won't know young kid may run into the road for no apparent reason. So that's always the problem, and that is always a thing. So for this to happen on a freaking huge YouTuber with almost 20 million subscribers, and to be honest, I give a lot of respect to him a lot, because due to like when I follow him on my main account, not my YouTube account, for the way he is considered very base. So the thing is, right, the reason why I say he is considered very base is that he's always kind of like talk about tech electronic, be it good or bad, and often more than not, he will also highlight stuff like if the product is bad, he will call it out, and he will also give an unbiased review to many tech. He won't go and say that, oh, was this because I'm being paid to do so, I'm gonna do this or do that. But now with a lot of controversy that is happening, basically the reckless driving and another we will talk about in a while. Yeah, his reputation, like a lot of people say, is like he's speed running his reputation to the ground, something which is like not easy to build, especially when you're a huge YouTuber. So the thing is, the way he handled it maybe kind of rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. I seen the case and I kind of like feel like he could have done better. Maybe he could, like, maybe he just panicked a little bit on one hand and just kind of did something over it. But it's really kind of like don't excuse one thing, and that is that he basically did a freaking crime and upload that to the video, and later he kind of like delete it away using editor tools. And It's just that the way he handled it, that is rubbing the people the wrong way. So in case people are wondering, this is the video that was in question, and he edited the video up, and instead of like admitting to it, he initially wrote it as cut out the unnecessary clip that obviously add nothing to the video. As you guys can see on the comment, like people just saying like he removed a 5-second section of the video where he recklessly gone 96 on a 35 miles per hour zone, attempting to sweep it under the rug, it seems, or like what the hell, editing up the crime does not make the crime disappear, and how could you stood solo in a single video, do a fully sponsored app or video, and then commit a felony crime? And apparently like I mean like that's almost like 3 times the speed limit of the speed limit, and now he kind of like tried to rub it under the rug. But the thing is, right, the way he wrote, like the way he comment is maybe what many people say, like he's trying to rub it, sweep it under the rug. And obviously he did a tweet talking about it, like he know that it's absolutely inexcusable and dangerous, and that he kind of like, it may seem like covering out, but he thinks it's the right thing to do. So he doesn't want it like whoever saw the video to know that he did the wrong thing along, and that he wanted to remove it because there's also no reason to keep it apparently. And the only thing he can do is that he apologize for it and hope not to do it again. The thing is, right, I think he definitely need to rechange the comment. The apologize, I can understand it. It's the way, like say like edit out the unnecessary driving clip. That is a problem that a lot of people are saying that you're sweeping under the floor, or the rub, or whatever you want to call it. So the thing is, right, if you really want to admit your fault and understand what you did wrong, just say that you cut out you don't use the word unnecessary for no reason. Just say, I had cut out the clip of the danger of the driving the driving part, and what I did was unexcusable, and I apologize for what I did, and I have heard everyone feedback on the sponsored video, something like along the line. The thing is, right, at least you say that way, I think it would sound way better instead of like saying that unnecessary and then you edit it out. It's obviously people will be thinking like, oh, you're basically trying to sweep it under the rug. Obviously that's the issue. I mean, like, there would be people who is thinking that maybe it's just not his year, considering that previously he was also called out for trying to release an app, a very interesting app, which is basically he trying to charge people $50 for a wallpaper. A few wallpaper, if you want to say it that way. And that kind of like got a lot of people on the wrong foot, because some of the wallpaper is like you still end up like it's just a low quality wallpaper or things that you can just easily find on the internet, and it's just not worth the money. So that being the case, obviously charging $50 is what rubbed people the wrong way, and people start calling him out. More so is that people saying that he's going for crash grab. I mean, like, trying to earn money is not unheard of, especially more so that if you are if you need the money to do something else, or for production sake, or for like test stuff, you want to test things out along the line. I can understand that you need those need money, but the moment when you kind of like start thinking about being greedy for money, where the one that is trying to bring you up to that state is basically your audience, and you should be like going back to your root, doing what a lot of people want him to do, is basically calling out those tech companies for trying to overcharge people, the consumer, over electronic stuff like iPhone or phone or PC, whatever, at an over inflated price. At least that's what a lot of people want him to do, and that's what has been what he do all the time. So often more than not, when those big company, when he called those people out, and he also kind of highlight that those company is really like overcharging people for the thing, or the tech is not as promised along the line, and that if the company slip out, he will still call them out. At least this is what they do, instead of like doing the same thing. Now it's like basically this situation is happening to him, right? It's basically what I would say like what go around comes around, because when he called out those company that slip out, when they will try, those big company will try to sweep it under the rug. And now he is basically doing the same thing where he all the controversy whatsoever, he's trying to like downplay it, he's trying to say that it's he know what he did, he kind of like apologize, he's just trying to say that it's not be a thing. But the thing is, right, like in a way, like what Master Hard's sons thought in his video, very disappointed in him, and I'm personally really disappointed in Marque Brownlee as well. It's like, what do you mean by cut out the unnecessary driving part? Just say that you just edit out the driving part, and what I did is unexcusable, and I apologize for it. At least just write that. Just the way you say it, obviously the way you comment it, is obviously people will be thinking like, dude, are you an idiot or something along the line? Like it's like basically the case of like from a base YouTuber became an unbased YouTuber, and obviously you can't really like like you can edit out a video, but can you freaking edit out your crime? Like, dude, whatever stay on the internet, obviously, as I always say, stay on the internet. And he freaking drove like dangerous at a very high speed on a freaking school zone that have a freaking 35 miles per hour speed limit. Yeah, still don't excuse the issue. And the one thing I still also don't understand is that why do supercar or speed car have a freaking speedometer on the freaking passenger side? And that is really kind of like the reason why he got caught up. In case anyone are not aware, in front of his wheel right here, there is also the speed. Just because your editor edit that out, didn't edit the other speedometer on the other side, just showcase that, yeah, you really mess up. Your editor also messed up in a way, I guess. The thing is, right, it's really very stupid. This kind of incident should not have happened, and in the first place, he shouldn't even think about doing it. It's just that, I mean, like when you have a sport car or a speed car or a supercar, whatever you want to call it, you want to drive fast. Obviously, I understand. I mean, like it's a fast car, you want to drive very fast. But when you are in a freaking school zone, dude, just do better though. I mean, like I mentioned, young kids may not know road safety in a way. So obviously, if they run past the road, we won't even. It's like we won't know what might happen. So it is a very dangerous situation, and I think he really need to be called out. But the thing is, right, the reason why a lot of people start talking about and bashing him in a way is because it's really like he kind of like drove his reputation to the ground in a way due to the wallpaper, which he called it pedal. And now when that is like still technically like 1 or 2 months old, and he freaking messed up again. Like the thing is, right, when he talked about the panel is like 1 month ago, and now not like 2-3 days ago, and he really got messed up again. It's like, dude, like before the end of the year, go and take a break or something along the line. Like just don't do video. I mean, like sure, he's a tech YouTuber, he want to talk about tech, I mean sure, but like right now my advice for him is basically just go and regroup or something, take a vacation, take a rest, rethink what he should be doing properly, what people want like always support him in the first place for, and then do better. I mean, like, will I forgive him for this? I mean, like, for me, if he had committed a crime, he should pay for the crime. Like I wouldn't say that he must like go to jail or whatever. If he have to like get his license suspended in a way, if that is like the punishment for him, I think that should be the way to go. But again, I wouldn't know what is the best cause. I mean, like, this is not under my justification. I'm not a traffic police officer or whatever you want to call it. But at the same time, I think that just because a simple apology is one thing, it's just that maybe he just need a break. I think that's maybe what he need, because if he's just thinking about money at this point of time, I think he really need to step away from YouTube at this point of time. But at the end of the day, just my speculative thought. It's just a random chat. I wouldn't even really want to talk much. It's just that it's like this year 2024 is really happening on so many and for so many wrong reasons, like Mr. B situation, Logan Paul situation, all these things. It's like the more you look at it, it's like the one thing I'm very afraid of is basically more and more big YouTuber having their skeleton thrown out of the window along the line. But who knows? I mean, like, I don't know. I mean, like, you maybe you guys have your own opinion, your own take, your own whether you agree or disagree with me. Just write in the comment section. We can discuss it further. If not, if you do like this video, don't forget to press the like button and subscribe for more random chat where I talk about stuff that sometimes makes sense, doesn't make sense, or totally don't make sense at all. But it's random at time. But the one thing I hope is not random for you guys is have a nice day or night. Bye.